Fridays mean Unplugged on 702.
He's a singer, songwriter, and producer, Mr. Jeremy Loops. How are you doing?
I'm good. It's nice to be here. How you feeling?
I am fantastic.
You are sounding fantastic. I need to have whatever you've been having back there. I see a bottle of champagne. I need to get amongst this.
You need to get within. Listen,
it is Friday.
It's Friday, but also I need to talk about your bun. Is this,
Okay.
What was the plan when you were growing your hair? Or did you just say, is it part of a creative look?
No.
Because,
No.
you and I know that in this business, branding becomes a part of so many things where people say, ooh, a look this. And I know sometimes people be like, no, we're going to go with the hard, dark look and then you're going to dye in short.
Yeah.
Was this a plan or were you like, guys, don't touch my look. This is just who I am?
It was funny. A friend of mine brought this up with me just a few days ago because it was my birthday on the 4th of March. And thank you.
Happy belated happy birthday.
Belated happy birthday.
Yes,
and
to
this
you.
friend of mine, Brendan, he wrote to me where he sent a picture to this group of friends that I'm on with a picture. It was that, I don't know if you saw it, but on my last album, we made the New York Times Square billboard. So
Yes.
there was my face in the middle, and it was a very a close-up photo of my face just in the middle of Times Square, about whatever it is, 6 stories high. That thing is huge. And he sent it to me and he said, I still can't believe this happened and that you are, and he said, and we were talking about it on the group and I said, I also forget that moment, happened. It really, because I come from a small town, I'm from this little town in Cape Town called Kommetjie in the middle of nowhere. And from Kommetjie to New York, you don't get a bigger billboard than that of your face.
Yes.
So we were laughing about this. And then he said, what happens to me still to this day is people, because he's got long hair as well and a beard. And he says, people come up to me on the beach and they say, oh, you look like Jeremy Loops.
Oh, really?
And I said to him, there used to be an Instagram account. It's still alive, but it was popular back in the day. It had hundreds of thousands of followers, and it was called Man Bun something or whatever. And in this account were multiple pictures of me in the beginning. I'm talking about 8, 9, 10 years ago when I first grew my hair. And he was just saying, it's funny that you were responsible in some way for almost a look that people associate with the man bun. And I said to him, it had nothing to do with, I wasn't trying to have a look. I just thought I looked really bad with short hair. When I finally grew it, and I didn't have to care about cutting it anymore because I was one of those kids who got scarred, at my matric dance. I remember going for a haircut maybe a week before and it looked bad. It was one of those bad, almost like a crew cut, and it just didn't suit my face. It didn't suit, and my hair grows fast. I got thick hair.
Yes.
So I was always going for haircuts. I hated it. And then one day when I was in my mid-20s, I just grew it. And then never had to worry about it. And then I just tie it up and get it out the way. And for me, it's just a way of life. And it became this thing. And it's a strange thing. Still to this day, I have people coming up to me and saying, you look like Jeremy Loops.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. You're like, wow, you look just like Jeremy Loops. Get out of here.
I have people come to me often and say, you sound and look like Relebogile Mabotja. I'm like, really?
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 That's
no.
interesting. Yeah.
Okay, I should check that out and see.
I'm going to have a look at this artist. Yeah, let me have a look.
You just gave me an idea with what you were saying about the Man Bun account, right? So I recall, and I don't know if it's still there, there was a fan account called Bonang Mateba's Feet. Okay. And all it does, so I think you need to create a fan account called Jeremy Loops Bun.
Jeremy Loops Bun.
Yes.
And people can just post their buns that are similar.
It's only your bun.
Only my bun.
It's your bun every day.
Yeah.
And that's what it is. So I think that's what, and then you can do the song called Loops and Buns.
I think it'll be a new low if you ever see one of my albums, a song about my man bun. I've been trying to get away from the fact that my hair has become like a statement for a long time. For me, it's really just my hair. But it does feel like if you've got a beard and a bun, then someone is going to say you're rocking the Jeremy Loops look, which I feel sorry for these guys who just want to grow their hair out.
Yes, and do their own thing.
And beards as well. Just have a beard if you want to have a beard. It's got nothing to do with me.
What is Jeremy Loops saying in his music at the moment? Because
yeah, because
we know, being a songwriter, it's always reflective of the times, and sometimes it's the times of the world we're in, and sometimes it's the times of the world in your head.
Yeah, for sure. Look, I think also for me, like I consider myself maybe coming from that folk music lane where folk music especially is about looking at what's happening in the world around you. I think a lot of pop culture can maybe follow more broader subjects, ladies, nightclubs, getting out there, like all that stuff. And I rarely go there. My music has always been about what I'm seeing around me, and it's coming from that space. And it was difficult to write this record, Feathers in Stone, because more than ever, like the world feels so crazy and quite dark in many ways. The rise of nationalism around the world. I was just on this tour around Europe and just realizing that this far-right movement is happening. People are galvanizing against what I would argue are pretty bad ideas. And it doesn't feel like it's slowing down. It feels like we're kind of moving into this shifting world where, unfortunately, like the liberal agendas and the equality agendas, like a lot of it's being clamped down again now. And I don't know where that goes, but to me, it's felt heavy. And as a songwriter, it's felt dark. And so this album is called Feathers in Stone because I think as a songwriter, I have this, I don't know if it's real or it's in my head, but I feel like there's this responsibility for me to try to find hope, be at the boundary of where hope lives. And if I can be hopeful and if I can find that hope, then I can put it into my music and I can help people in that way and help them access their own hope. But it was harder this album, I think, than in previous years to find that hope. The world is changing too fast and people are afraid. AI is taking your job, baby. And like even in the music world, like people, people are just making AI songs now. And so on this album, there were a few things I did differently. One, I went on like a quest to find that joy and that hope that I think has always been in my music from the beginning. My first album, you could even say it was like happy-go-lucky. It was hopeful without knowing just how chaotic things really were going to become. And now maybe that's a bit more measured. But in that search, I had to go through some dark patches, and I lost people during COVID. My music world was turned upside down. I lost that guy in my band, Fabian Singh, to suicide. People were losing people in these last years. The world is getting harder. And in that search, so there's songs on this album. I wrote a song for Fabian on the album called The Ledge. There's another song called Deep Cuts. And
Ledge as in the legend.
Yeah, it could be the legend, but it's also like standing on the ledge.
The actual ledge.
The emotional ledge, the philosophical ledge, the edge of existence. What is that place between the worlds? And anyways, I think all I was saying is that I had to go through those times to find that light again. And then it was like when I found the light side of life and I found my hope, it felt lighter than ever, So that's where the album's name, Feathers in Stone, comes from. Really, like there were a lot of heavy rocks in my backpack in this last few years as I walked down this road. But in the end, I found those feathers and I just felt lighter than ever before, And so, for better or worse, that's where my head's been. It's like, how do we find hope in a world that's changing this fast? And where people are so afraid of what's coming and where it feels like social justice and equality are falling off the map again. And I hate it.
You know what's wild? I think we are hearing the truth. We're in an era of truth. And now that there are so many platforms for people to express themselves, it's almost now things that are coming to light that probably were already there.
They were there.
And the reason I think it's a good thing is because before, the light, it's the darkest hour. And it does feel heavy, especially as creatives who try to draw inspiration while also being socially responsible and understanding the beauty of the calling that we have. That it's a good thing and it doesn't feel like it. But I think our capacity to do more is growing. Our capacity for change is growing. And I'm so excited to hear the hope in the music. So we're going to take a break. When we come back, Jeremy Loops live. Unplugged on 702, and today we have Jeremy Loops in the building live.
Alrighty. Oh, sounds nice. How you feeling out there? Wherever you're listening from, in your cars, in your office still, at home. Take a load off. Life is short. Be right here for a little bit. Turn it up if you can. I want to play you a song called Coming Home. This is a song I wrote for the new album with Ladysmith Black Mambazo. And it's so beautiful. It's a song full of hope. And it goes like this. The world can feel like a jungle. It's so easy to get lost when you inevitably stumble and you need to find a way out. You gotta learn your lessons on the playground. And you're the calm within the chaos, and all my worries get reborn. In a world that can be so heartless, you're the flame that keeps me warm, warm, warm. I'm gonna fall, fall, fall. I just want more, more, more. You're the diamond I've been looking for. And I could never be lonely, I could never be cold. I wanna wrap my arms around you, hey, I'll never let go. And your footsteps all around me, in our city made of gold. Here's to growing old, babe, I'm coming home. Babe, I'm coming home. Babe, I'm coming home. Babe, I'm coming home. And I know I've been a sinner, but sometimes, baby, I'm a saint. And maybe I could paint you a picture, 'cause I don't know what to say now. And I struggle to stick to the roads that you've laid out. If love is like being an acrobat, you know it can really bend you out of shape. You're either dancing in the clouds or you're sinking like a stone, stone, stone. I'm gonna fall, fall, fall. I just want more, more, more. You're the diamond I've been looking for. And I could never be lonely, I could never be cold. I wanna wrap my arms around you, hey, I'll never let go. And your footsteps all around me, in a city made of gold. Here's to growing old, babe, I'm coming home. Babe, I'm coming home. Babe, I'm coming home. Babe, I'm coming home. Now, we haven't got Ladysmith in the house today, but they sing this beautiful part that follows on from there that goes like, Mina now está, so kukanda wonyo. Mina now está, so kukanda wonyo. Uyele kaya, so kukanda wonyo. Uyele kaya, so kumina na está, so kukanda wonyo. Mina now estando, so kukanda wonyo. Uyele kaya, so kukanda wonyo. Uyele kaya, so kukanda wonyo. For the English speakers out there, these lyrics are saying, me and you, my love, we're gonna grow old together, so come on home. Uyele kaya. What else we got for you here? I want to play you a quick song that I was listening to on the way here that some of you I think will know. It's a cover from a very famous artist. And it goes like this. Hey little girl, is your daddy home? Does he go and leave you all alone? I got a bad desire. Oh, I'm on fire. Tell me now, baby, is it good to you? Does it do the things that I do? Oh no, I could take you higher. Oh, I'm on fire. Oh, I'm on fire. Sometimes it's like someone took a knife, baby, edgy and low. Got a 6-inch valley through the middle of my skull. At night I go up with the sheets soaking wet and a freight train running through the middle of my head. You can pull my desire. Oh, I'm on fire. Oh, I'm on fire. Oh, I'm on fire. 1, 2, 3. Woo-hoo. stop that out there. How you all feeling? Hope you're still with me. That was a song by The Boss called I'm on Fire. And I got time for one more maybe.
I mean, not maybe, like we are
definitely.
enjoying this too much.
Okay. Let me have a sip of my little tea I've got here.
And I mean, that I could literally, when you were singing the Black Mambazo sections, I could hear it. I could hear it. I could hear it. And it's so full circle because we all know. Yes, homeless.
Yeah.
Right?
They are so beautiful to work with, these guys. Like, so intuitive, the way that they just come up with stuff. And because they've been singing together so long, the different harmonies are just ridiculous. Well, it is Friday. So I'll try to play you something. This is a first time. It's a song on the new album. It's called Future Focus. And it's really about like, just being careful not to look too far ahead in life and remembering to stay right where you are in present, because otherwise you miss things, you know. So it's a song called Future Focus. And I wasn't going to play this live, but these guys in the studio were banging their heads earlier when I was just playing around with it. So it's the first time I've ever played this one. It's going to go like this. Let's see. I've been stuck in the days with storms in the night that pull me under, waiting for things to change, to feel the sunlight, to bring me comfort, like the sweet honeybee flies. Come with me, I believe I can see far reaching my calling, keeps me from falling out of the sky. In the heat of the moment, young and impulsive, I realized my mind was made up before this. Never seen the signs when your future focus. Maybe I was too far high up to notice. Never needed what I dreamed about, no reason to doubt. We could go again, we could go again, we could go again, we could go again. Just cause we made life so complicated doesn't mean we cannot still be renegades. It's who we are, it's in our DNA. So let your life be love. Woo! Far reaching my calling, keeps me from falling out of the sky. In the heat of the moment, young and impulsive, I realized my mind was made up before this. Never seen the signs when your future focused. Maybe I was too far high up to notice. Never needed what I dreamed about, no reason to doubt. We could go again, 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 we could go again. Happy Friday, everyone! Yay!
Wait, we need the chorus again. How does it go? Tell us the chorus again.
Which one you want? The chorus?
The one you just did, the chorus.
Again.
Yeah, sing it. Go again, go again, go again,
Go again,
go again, go again, go again.
Now the lyrics are nice.
Oh!
Like, just cause we made life so complicated doesn't mean we cannot still be renegades. It's who we are, it's in our DNA. So let your life be love.
Oh!
Like the sweet bumblebee flies. Come with me, I believe I can see. Far reaching my calling, keeps me from falling out of the sky. In the heat of the moment, young and impulsive, I realized my mind was made up before this. Never seen the signs when your future focused. Maybe I was too far high up to notice. Never needed what I dreamed about, no reason to doubt. We could go again, 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 we could go
Jeremy Loops going again. Find him on the socials. His new music is out. Jeremy Loops on 702 Afternoons.
Fridays mean unplugged on 702.